Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Ayush Kumar and topic for the day is geography in CDS paper. It is one of the most scoring subject that I mentioned in my last video on CDS strategy. Aim of this video is to find out the best possible resources and books to prepare for geography. At the end of the video, I can promise you that you will know how exactly you need to prepare and feel confident about the geography. So without further ado, let's move forward. Now, first let's get familiar with how I categorize the paper. On top, you can see the year of the question paper. Then you can see there are so many names. These are the names of chapter from which the questions were asked and class is also mentioned. Now the number of chapter is basically the number of questions asked. For example, in 2021 there were 18 questions. I will discuss each and every question with the source from which the questions were asked. So starting with the 2021 first paper. The question number first, which was from structure and physiography. This was the question. Which of the following water body separates the Andaman and Nicobar island? So here's an excerpt from NCERT, structure and physiography. The entire group of Iceland is broadly divided by 10-degree channel. Now look at the mouse pointer. They are Andaman in the north and Nicobar in the south. They are separated by a water body which is called as 10-degree channel. So this is the answer of this question. Coming to the second question, which was from India location, chapter from 11th class. Which of the following longitude is the standard meridian of India? Here is an excerpt from NCERT. That is why 82.30 degree east has been selected as the standard meridian of India. Indian standard time is ahead of Greenwich mean time by 5 hours and 30 minutes. So the answer was 82.30 degree east. Now the next question, which is from atmospheric circulation and weather system, class 11th. The question is, there is a list of tropical cyclone names in different region and the region are mentioned in list number second. So here's an excerpt. They are known as cyclones in the Indian Ocean, hurricane in Atlantic, typhoon in Western Pacific and South China Sea, and willies in Western Australia. So the answer is as mentioned. Coming to the next question, which is from Drainage System of India. Which of the following tributary of river Indus feeds the channel system of Bakra Nangal project? Satluj originates in the Rakshastal near Mansarovar at an altitude of 4,555 meter in Tibet. Now look at the last line. It is an incidental river. It is a very important tributary as it feeds the canal system of Bakra Nangal project. So Satluj is the answer. Coming to the next question, which is also from the drainage system. When the river discharges their water from all direction into a lake or depression, the pattern is known as. Look at the fourth point, drainage system of India, class 11th. When the river discharges their water from all direction in a lake or depression, the pattern is known as centripetal. Okay, so answer of this question is centripetal. Coming to the next question, which is from atmospheric circulation and weather system. Which of the following statement about the Coriolis force is not correct? Now look at this excerpt or screenshot. Coriolis force, page number 87, chapter atmospheric circulation and weather system. Coriolis force, it deflects the wind to the right direction in the northern hemisphere. Okay, it deflects the wind to the right direction in southern hemisphere. So the wrong statement is C1. Now look at the other statement, and left in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so this statement was right, this was wrong. It is maximum at poles and is absent at equator. Now the statement 1 and second, A and B are correct. Coming to the next question, which is from materials and rocks. Which of the following is a type of igneous rock? Now here's a excerpt from Fundamental of Physical Geography, 42nd page number. Igneous rocks. Here are the example of igneous rocks: granite, gabbro, pegmatite. Now look at the option given. Granite is in option and he is asking about the igneous rocks. So the answer is granite. Coming to the next question, composition, which is from composition and structure of atmosphere. The question is, ozone layer which absorbs the ultraviolet radiation is found in which one of the following layer of atmosphere? Now about this question I want to say that this question has been repeated so many times, at least 3 times I have seen in CDS papers. So the answer to this is mentioned in the left side. The troposphere, one important feature of the stratosphere that it contains the ozone layer. So the ozone layer is in stratosphere. Next question, which is from interior of the earth, question number 9. Which one of the following statement about the primary wave of earthquake is not correct? So here is in page interior of the earth. Now look, the P wave are similar to sound waves. The first statement. They travel through gaseous, liquid and solid material. They travel only through solid material. So the wrong statement is second one. Now look ahead. They travel through gaseous, liquid and solid material. Yes. They move fast and are first to arrive at the surface. Definitely. It is also mentioned here. Now coming to the next question, which is from soil. Alluvial soil varies in nature from sandy, loamy to clayey. They are generally, now look at, alluvial soil varies in nature from sandy, loamy to clayey. They are generally rich in potash but poor in phosphorus. Soil, chapter soil, NCERT 11th. Now the next question, which is also from soil. Identify the type of soil on the basis of given characteristics. Now look at the characteristics of black soil. The black soil are generally clayey, deep and impregnable. They swell and become sticky when wet and shrink when dried. So during the dry season, these soil develop white cracks. Thus, there occurs a kind of self-plugging. Okay, chemically, the black soil are rich in lime, iron, magnesium, and alumina. They also contain potash. So now look at the statement. They are generally clayey, deep, and impregnable. Yeah, it is mentioned here. They are rich in lime, iron, magnesium, and aluminium. It is mentioned here. Now coming to the next question, India's location. India's territorial limit extend towards the sea up to. Now here's a screenshot from India location. India's territorial limit further extend towards up to 12 nautical miles. So it is in option. So 12 nautical miles is the answer. Coming to the next question, which is from movement of water chapter. Which of the following is a cold ocean current? Now from the book, here's a screenshot about the cold current and warm current. It is from chapter movement of water. Now here you can see there are cold current as well as hot current, warm current mentioned. All you need to do is find it. Like California, here is dashed line, so cold current. Okay, so California was the answer. Now we will move to the question number 14, which is from 10th class. Okay. Which of the following seaports gain significance for handling iron ore export to Japan? Now look at the mouse pointer. Marmagao Port, Goa is the primary iron ore exporting port of the country. The port accounts for 50% of India's iron ore export. We have the Mormugao port in the option. So this is the answer. Now coming to the next question 15, which is from agriculture, class 10th. Arabica and other varieties of coffee, means these all are mentioned are varieties of which plant or so the coffee in option coffee. So Indian coffee is known in the world for its good quality. The Arabica variety, initially brought from Yemen, is produced in the country. So it is mentioned that Arabica is a variety of coffee. So the question was asking Arabica, Robusta, and Liberica are variety of which of the following? So the coffee was the answer. Direct from NCRT. Next question from agriculture. Now it is about Milpa and Ladang are different name of. Here is a zooming. Zooming cultivation is name given in the state of or northeastern states like Assam and Meghalaya. In other part, zooming cultivation or shifting cultivation, it is mentioned that shifting cultivation here. This is a type of shifting allows nature to replenish the fertility of soil. So it is a shifting cultivation practice. Zooming is a shifting cultivation practice. Now here are the mentioned name. The slash and burn agriculture is known as milpa in Mexico. Okay, milpa is an option. So it is a variety of shifting cultivation. Now, next coming to the next question, land which is from land resource and agriculture, class 12, question 17. Identify the crop on the basis of the following characteristics. It is a kharif crop. Aus, Aman and Boro are its three different growing periods in an agriculture year. About one-fourth of total cropped area of India is under its cultivation. Now look at the slide, page number 45. In West Bengal, farmers grow three crops of rice called Aus, Aman and Boro. It means the crop which is a question talking about is rice, and it is a kharif crop. Rice is a kharif crop. It is also mentioned in NCERT class 10th agriculture chapter, but you won't find this name Aus, Aman and Boro, but you can easily decipher from the given. Now coming to the next question, which is from extra. I will talk about extra. What I mean of extra. Now, the question was about intercropping. Before moving to the question, I want to mention some points. The same question has been repeated several times. For example, the growing of two or more crops simultaneously on same field is in a definite pattern is known as mixed cropping, intercropping, mixed farming, hybrid farming. This is a question from 2021 first. Now, on the right, there is a question, what is the intercropping? Okay, now there are options. Now in December 2020, CAPF paper also we also gave CAPF paper. So in that paper, there was a question: growing two or more crops in same field but in different row is called. Now, can you see that this question is repeated various times in different examinations? So that is why it is very essential to at least visit once the previous year paper, because it gives us the idea of the question which are going to repeat. Now I have discussed the 2021 first paper thoroughly. Next move to the second paper, which is of 2022. Starting with the question number 1, composition and structure of atmosphere. This is a question from there. Which of the following statement with regards to ozone is not correct? Now here are the statement about ozone. Now I already mentioned the where you will find the ozone layer. Now moving next, we have world climate and climate change. Timber vegetation is generally not found in which one of the following subtropical region? Now temperate, there are the options: subtropical region, temperate region, alpine region, tundra region. Now this is a question from world climate and climate change. Tundra climate. Tundra climate is called after the type of vegetation like low growing moist lichens and flowering plants. Now this question is not directly asked, but it is same as like tree cannot grow in ocean. Okay, when you will read the chapter, you will know that which kind of plant can grow where. For example, if I say that neem plant can be planted in desert, okay, so it doesn't make sense. Similarly, the tundra climate is a climate where the soil and ice makes the upper layer of the soil, so nothing can grow except for moist. So it is a question which you will logically answer when you will read this chapter. Now coming to the next question, which is from climate chapter, NCRT. It is also same kind of question that you cannot do without understanding the chapter. Which of the following Indian place receive minimum rainfall in a year? Now we know that Ladakh is a desert, cold desert. It means there is least rainfall. Okay, but you will get more idea when you will read the chapter on Indian monsoon. Coming to the next question, which is from World Climate and Climate Change, specifically from Köppen classification. Now, a thing about the Köppen classification is that this out of the paper I have studied, the Köppen classification question was present in at least 90% of papers. Okay, so it is one of the most important topic from geography. Now, question is which one of the following indicates the tropical savanna climate? Now look at the table that I have mentioned. Tropical savanna climate. Savanna climate is also called as tropical wet and dry. In screenshot you won't be able to see, but when you will read about the tropical wet and dry climate, it is specifically written that it is also called as tropical savanna climate. Now the indicate of tropical savanna climate is AW. It is mentioned. Now moving to the next question, which is from soil. Now we also saw the question from soil in 2021 paper, but this question is different. It is from American taxonomy. So what is taxonomy? Taxonomy means soil, study of soil. Now every country gives the different name, classify the soil on basis of different name. For example, in India we classify soil on the basis of black soil, alluvial soil, but in America they classify it as incepti soil, anti soil, alphy soil, etc. Now the question was, the largest geographical area of India is covered by which one of the following type of soil? Now it is now on page number 69 soil, there is a table. ICAR has classified the soils of India into the following order as per the USDA soil taxonomy. Now, the majority of area in India is covered by inceptisol. Okay, so the answer was inceptisol. Going to the next question. So this question is from climate, not from solar radiation. This question is from climate, class 11th. Isothermal line which divide the India north south in almost two equal part in the month of January is. Now look at the page. Indian mean monthly temperature of the day in January. There are three isothermal line. Isothermal means line connecting points of same temperature. Now as you can see that there are three lines. One is 20 degree, one is 15 degree, and one is 10 degree. So as the question is asking which line divides in two equal parts, it is definitely 20 degree. As you can see, it divides north and south into equal parts. So the answer was 20 degree. Now coming to the next question, which is from distribution of ocean and continent. Which one of the following is not a major tectonic plate? Now here are the major tectonic plates and here are the minor tectonic plates. You can see. So the answer was Saudi Arabian plate. Next question is from the origin and evolution of Earth. The four planets closest to the sun are called. Now here is except out of the 8 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars are called as the inner planet as they lie between the sun and the belt of the asteroids. The other four planets are called the outer planets. Alternatively, the first four are called terrestrial, meaning Earth-like, as they are made up of rock and metals. Now the question was asking the front four planets are called terrestrial planets. Coming to the next question, which one of the following country does not have a tundra vegetation? It is also a typical question of Köppen classification. Don't worry about this question. I have mentioned a link to very useful video that will solve all your question about the Köppen classification. and you can also read it from NCERT. It is mentioned. Now coming to the next question, which is from landform and their evolution. Which one of the following is not a fluvial landform? Fluvial landform is a landform which is cut by running water. Okay, so about all this you will find mention in the fundamental, sorry, in the landform and their evolution. So in this chapter you will find a mention of all these terms. So what is creek? Creek is a glacial landform. When ice slides through from a face of a mountain, it cuts a narrow edge which is called as creek. Now it is mentioned here. So it is cut by ice, not by the water. So it is the answer of the question. So moving to the next question, which is from class 12 population. The question is, the decadal growth rate of population is in percentage was highest in India in the year. This is a screenshot from population class 12th. Here are the periods and the growth rate is also mentioned. All you need to do is decipher. Like for example, the average annual growth rate was high as 2.2% in 1951 to 1981. So you will find the mention of the growth rate on this chapter. Next question, these are from extra. Extra questions are the questions which are not asked from NCERT. There is no mention of these topics in NCERT, but they come in the paper. So to tackle this question I will talk later. Now Sea of Azov is connected to, okay, it is connected to Black Sea, but we will see how to solve this kind of question. Now second question is, which one of the following territory of India is the smallest in the geographical area? You will find the answer of this question in the 12th geography. Okay, so all the census related and territory related questions are mentioned there, and apart from that you will also you need to study India's map, because there are so many questions such as which state touches two international boundaries, or the Tropic of Cancer passes through which state. So we need to study the Indian map thoroughly, and if you will study, then definitely you will know the answer of this kind of question. I have mentioned it in my extras. Now next question from extras is of lakes of India. Now these lakes have been repeated so many times. For example, I have mentioned only one instance. Which one of the following lakes in India has a largest quantity of a substance found in moon? Now Lonar Lake, Maharashtra is the answer. Pongyang So is a lake on which India and China both claim. Now the Chilika Lake is a lagoon, and Lothak Lake is in Manipur. It is in on tributary of one of the river Urdhwan, from which originates in Myanmar. So this lake is mentioned in chapter drainage of NCERT. Now the same question, a similar question was asked earlier also. Which one of the following is the largest freshwater lake in India? So the name of the river, it gets repeated. Okay, Bhimtal, then we have Chilika Lake, etc. I have also mentioned this in my video about my document on extras. Next question from extras is related to equator. Which one of the following city is closest to the equator? Now it is in my extras. It is a question from equator, from where the equator passes. The next question, which is Capricorn. Which one of the following country is not located on the Tropic of Capricorn? So this question is also from extra. It is not mentioned anywhere in NCERT. Now there are miscellaneous question. Miscellaneous question I call those question which you cannot prepare from anywhere. All the three category you can prepare. Even the extra you can prepare, but you cannot prepare from miscellaneous. Why? Let me show you with an example. For example, this question, Mount Merapi, and there are active, these are the active volcanoes and these are the locations. Now there are so many active volcanoes, you cannot learn each and every one of them. So it is impossible to prepare for such kind of question. Now this question I think is more of a reasoning than about the geography. For example, let's guess the name and the location. For example, a person whose name is Mandeep. Okay, Mandeep Kaur. Mandeep Singh, sorry. Kaur is used for girls. So Mandeep Singh, the first location that comes into mind is Punjab. Similarly, if I name Mirabai Chanu, the location that will come into mind is northeast. Now, on similar ground logic, let's do this question. Look at the mountains, Sakurajima. So this name relates to the Japan. Okay, so B, uh, option 3. Now in B we only have two options, B and D. Okay, in which B relates to 3. Now let's figure out another name, Mount Vesuvius. Now this looks familiar to the names in Europe, for example Julius, Vesuvius. So this I will if I was there I would relate to the Italy, okay, which is a European country. Now second relate to C. We only have one option second relate to C, that is this one, D. So automatically our answer is D. So this is the reasoning. Coming to the more miscellaneous question, here are all the miscellaneous question. Climate mine. There are so many mines in the world, uh, you cannot learn them. So it is waste to spend time move, going before these questions. For example, Bruno Aires and Montevideo are situated across the bank of river. Which one of the following is considered as the deepest point of the ocean? Which one of the following is not a coral reef island? So all these questions you cannot prepare. Okay, these are the questions which I calculate in miscellaneous. So this is the 2022 paper. Now I also did studied the 2020 first paper and subsequent papers, but I won't mention because the video will be long. So let's consider some visible facts. First is majority of questions were asked from 11th. Okay, like in 2021 first there are 13 questions, then 2022 there are 10 questions. Okay, next followed by 10th and 12th questions. There are some questions from extra topics and miscellaneous questions also. Now we won't waste time on the miscellaneous question as I have mentioned because you cannot prepare for them. Now one more thing I want to mention here before providing you with the source is that the question in paper gets repeated, as we have seen with the example of the ozone question and intercropping question, American taxonomy question, and many more. I did studied all the question paper from 2016 to the present for CDS and also studied CAPF last 5-year papers. Do let me know if you want a similar video on the CAPF too, or what you can do is analyze for yourself. After so many attempts and analysis, I created a list of extra topics which we need to prepare, and I will share a link to that list. In the list you will find important topics and from where to study them. Also the map based question will be covered there. Now moving to the sources, here are the sources. First, you need to prepare NCERT 11th, India's Physical Environment, Fundamental of Physical Geography. I am the all the screenshot that I used uh, in the video are from NCERT. Next is NCERT 10th, Contemporary India. Then there are two NCERTs in 12th. If you find if you have enough time, then read The People and the Economy. The majority of portion of this book is from 10th, so agriculture chapter, but some chapters are also from 9th, for example population. So do give a read to it also. Now extra topics and topics you must know before the exam. I will mention a link. Now, my strategy. Let's come to my strategy. My maximum focus remains on NCRT because maximum questions are from NCRT and it is one of the section which you can prepare. Okay. Then I go for extra topics, which I will mention a link. Okay. Then go through the terms asked in the previous paper, like intercropping, agriculture density. So all these question gets repeated. You need to go through the paper for once. Now that's all from my side about the paper. If you will follow this strategy, definitely you will score maximum marks in geography. Now, like it if this video cleared all your doubts, and please do share to help more and more aspirants. It uh, it uh, it is one of the video from a series which I called as Made Simple series. I will cover polity, history, and GK2 in this series, so bear with me. That's all for today. Leave your doubt in the comment section. Thank you.